Interesting stuff from Thomas Frank, looking ahead to the future of Ivan Toney. It is relatively obvious that Ivan Toney will probably be sold this summer. We also know what he's worth. I don't think there are many strikers in the world who are better than him right now. Personally, as a coach, I prefer to keep Toney, but one day it could be fun to see him on a top team. Frank is still with us.
He's only just back after this long ban, and all of a sudden there's not many strikers in the world better than him. I mean, that's a bit of a statement.
It's pretty good, isn't it? Everyone should have a little ban.
That's
a lot better.
I suppose it's like trying to sell a car. You give it a good polish and clean up, and try and.
But don't drive it for a few years. Where you go with that analogy?
Put a Bible in the glove compartment. Do anything. I don't know where I'm going with this. Ivan Toney.
Well, there's oil underneath the car. That gives it away, doesn't it?
Where should he go?
How long's a piece of string? I don't know. I mean, he's a handful.
Who should fight the hardest to get him? Who needs him the most?
Oh my God! Who's right? Who are in desperate need of strikers? You may argue Arsenal. That I wouldn't say it's desperate.
Right.
Chelsea are, for sure. Maybe Tottenham. Although there is a guy in really good form there.
Yeah, Richarlison.
No, but I think over the long period, I think they will be in the hunt for a striker. Because he can play several positions, or we can talk about his form. So I think they will be in the hunt if we're looking at England. Do I see him going to Arsenal? I don't really see that, to be honest.
So you take Chelsea, probably?
If I was Chelsea, I'd have to ask myself a question. If I want to be back amongst the big boys, right, which is, if they're spending that kind of money, that's where they want to be, is Ivan Toney going to be the answer?
Right.
Right, and really? Is he at that level?
You tell me, is he?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
I'm with Craig. I don't think he is, but it's very difficult to argue with the stats. I mean, the guy's goal-scoring record in the Premier League is really, really good. I think Tottenham would be the best destination for him. I don't believe Liverpool, City or Arsenal is a place for him.
I think Chelsea will go for a bigger...
So an Osimhen...
Somebody with more perceived gravitas, big Osimhen, big name. I think that's where Chelsea will go. And I'm with Stevie, and that's why I mentioned Spurs. I think, and I have no idea what Postecoglou will do, but I could see him fitting into that side more so than any of the other teams.
What do you think, Frank?
Well, I think it's a possibility that Ivan Toney doesn't stay in England and go to somewhere else. And Chelsea's going to try to get him. Maybe Tottenham, but with Richarlison coming back at his best, maybe they won't need anybody. But because Mbappe is leaving for Real Madrid, I don't know what Osimhen will do. But there is a room for Ivan Toney playing with Dembele and Barcola at front. That could be very interesting, and he can be served and well served and score goals. So that could be an option for PSG and also Ivan Toney. But otherwise, I see Chelsea or Arsenal looking for him because the Premier League, and because they kind of need more, Chelsea than Arsenal, a striker for sure next season.
Why doesn't he fit Arsenal?
No, I'm not saying he doesn't fit Arsenal. I could just see him going to Tottenham. I could just see him going. I just think the way they play. I don't know if he's really looking for an out-and-out striker.
Right.
Arteta. I mean, I know everybody's calling for it. Everybody in the dog. Oh, he needs this. He needs that. He needs a striker. He needs sort of number 9, somebody in the box. I'm not convinced, and we know he's a bit of an oddball when it comes to Arteta. That is, when it comes to signings, he's got a different mindset, it seems, about the way this game is. That it's sort of his way or the highway, and I don't believe that he believes. I think he thinks you can go with Jesus or Havertz up there that he did against Liverpool, or somebody like that that's floating around and doing different things, and he'll get goals from other places. And they didn't. It seems to me, on the face of it, they did not push in January for somebody to come in and back up, whether it be short term or not. So I don't. I've got just a feeling I don't think he'll go to Arsenal.